daily Nurikabe puzzles for August 27th. If you're new, rules are in the description. All right, the easy one, start by clearing out these ones right here, and then we can do these numbers down here. That has to be water, right? That has to be land, which means that has to be water. So then that's our 3, that has to be water, that has to be, and then yeah, so that's our 4 island up there, and then that's our 2, all that's going to push out, and then that has to be there, that has to be there, that has to be there. I'm willing to bet that's going to be the 5 right there. I'm calling it right now, and then go like that, and then I'm pretty sure, oop, that's the 8. There we go, perfect. All right, on to the medium. Let me clear these numbers right here, these ones here, okay, that goes there, there. This is okay, so that water has to go there, and then it's going to push out right there, which means that 3 goes there, and then that's clear, that 5 goes there, which means that water goes out to there, and then that has to escape as well. That has to be water right there, that has to be land. Okay, that has to be water, because any water back here has to escape out this way. And then that has to be land, which means that has to be water, that has to be water, that has to be land, that has to be land. There we go. Okay, this is our 3 island down there. That has to be land. I think the only land it can be is from that island right there, so it's going to look like that. That has to look like that. That has to be land at least right there. That has to be land. There, that's the 3 island. Oop, that's going to be the, ooh, that's going to be the water there. And that looks like that. And then let's see, probably, there we go. Perfect. All right, onto the hard. Cleared this out right here. That island is done. Oop, this water goes out right here. This one right here, this water there. Okay, from here that has to be land. That can go like that. This water has to clear out right here. There's something going on. No, I can't quite like force anything over there. This 4 has to come out somehow, yeah, and this water has to come out. So that island's gonna look like that, and this island's gonna look like that, which means that water is gonna come out there. This water's gonna continue like this. Something like that. We don't quite know how that's going to end. That has to be water, and that has to be land. This, I want to say it has to be water, but I can't say it for sure. That has to be water. No, that has to be water for sure. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's like that, and then down here has to be something for the 5, but the water still has to be able to escape. Interesting what route it's going to take. I feel like the 5 kind of has to be like that, which would force the 4 to be like that, but this water has to connect. There we go. Alrighty, I will see you guys tomorrow.